Okay, so let's look at our different tips. So the first one I'm going to do is I'm going to spray with the blue one, right, the TF5. And you guys have seen me spray with this one. It takes
2 minutes and 48 seconds
for this to put out 2 gallons of spray mix.
Okay, so let's review what this tip should be putting out. Remember, we're at 20 PSI and it puts out 0.71 gallons per minute at that PSI. We have a 2-gallon sprayer, so 2 divided by 0.71 is 2.81. So it takes 2.8 minutes or 2 minutes and 48 seconds to empty this tank with 2 gallons of spray mix in it. Now, nothing is perfect here, and this is a lower end sprayer, so the PSI can fluctuate. The idea is to let you know that it's going to take somewhere around 2 minutes and 48 to maybe 2 minutes and 58 seconds to empty the sprayer. That's the idea, is to give you an inkling of how long it's going to take to empty the sprayer, so now you can go out and match your walk pace to that. Let's do it.
By the way, if you get the stainless one here, these flow the same. They're just marginal differences between them. I've been getting the metal ones, the stainless ones, just because I just like them better. But these are like 10 bucks, these are like $2 or $3, but these are the same flow rates, okay? So just know that. But this is the one that we've been using, so I'll stick with this one. I always use the back of one tip to seat that gasket in there. Makes it a lot easier. Look at that, nice and easy. Now, for purposes of this video, it's not gonna matter what I'm spraying out here, but it will matter for a future video where we get even more advanced. But don't worry about it now. I'm gonna put down some aerate. So I won't be able to talk very much through this because of that noise on that thing. Okay. So just know, the lawn looks rough. Look at my last video to see why that is, but this time of year, I just mowed it. My mows are always very rough this time of year because the grass is rain drunk, there's so much humidity and heat, and I haven't been able to give it nitrogen, so it's just, ugh. Anyway, here we go. So watch the walk speed on this. Now, I'm not gonna get this on my sidewalks. Actually, my tip is leaking here. Get that tightened up. Okay, that's better. So I'm not gonna get this on my sidewalks, even though the aerate doesn't stain. You still don't want brown stuff on your sidewalks. I got going a little too fast there. I had to back it down. There we go. So you can see this is a fairly leisurely walk pace, right? Not going super fast here. Nice and easy. That's because, know it or not, believe it or not,
2 minutes and 48 seconds
to walk 2,000 square feet. It's not that hard to do. You can see me doing it here. That tip is still leaking a little bit. Have to tighten it down some. I got no time for that right now. As you can see, it's pretty leisurely. Now I can feel the lightness of the, how do I say that, the weight coming off of the sprayer in my left arm here. I know what it felt like when I started, and I know what it feels like now. And then I know where my position is in the lawn here. And I know that I'm not quite halfway done, but I'm getting close. So I got this pass here and one more, and I should be about halfway done. Once I get to the end of this run, I should be halfway done with my sprayer. And you can see I've been keeping this pace pretty consistent. It's not fast at all. There we go. See that? Check it, looking good. Keep the pace. Feeling pretty good. I can feel it in my left hand. Feels like it's getting pretty light. Looks like I got 2 more passes left here. Should be getting close. All right, now, final pass right down through here. Should be getting pretty close to empty now. That feels like it anyway. Pretty good, just a tiny bit left there. So if you have any left, obviously, this is just aerate, so just spray it around your edges. Okay, so that was a pretty slow walking pace, I think. Comfortable, really, right? Now let's say though that you wanted to walk slower, or let's say that you're putting out something that has to be done with more precision, say like a fertilizer, something that could stripe if your overlaps weren't perfect. So what you wanted to do is not get it all done in a single pass. You wanted to do double pass, which would be the north-south that I just did, and then east and west. Well, that's when you could then switch to the white tip.
Now let's look at the white tip, the TF4. Remember, 20 PSI, and you can see it puts out 0.57 gallons per minute at that PSI. So this more restrictive tip gives you extra time to spray.
Because we know, based on the math, that at 20 PSI, the white tip is going to take 3 minutes and 30 seconds to empty the 2-gallon sprayer. So that's quite a bit more. Now you're gonna have to adjust your walking speed a little bit, but it shouldn't be uncomfortable at this point, and it should give you a chance, again, to go north and south and then east and west. So let me show you what that would look like with the white tip. Same sprayer, same 2 gallons, all of that. It's just now I'm giving myself a little bit more time by changing the tip. Here we go. Now we're gonna go north and south and east and west on this one. So I gotta make sure I get my walk speed right. Now you don't have to do a full trim pass when you do the north, south, east, west method, because just by nature of how you're spraying, you're gonna get a trim pass. So you'll notice I'm still not having to walk too fast. I've consciously bumped my speed up just a tad, if that's a technical term. Probably to you guys watching this is gonna look about the same speed, but to me, I can feel it's slightly faster. Maybe I've just increased my gait a little bit. I think that's what it is. I'm not actually walking any faster, but I've increased my gait. That's probably the better way to say it. Yeah, I do that subconsciously, but for sure that's what I've done. I'm not putting any more ass into it, but I definitely increased my gait. Subconsciously I did that. And that's what I talk about, trust your gut. The human body is, or the human mind, and all of these senses you have are pretty awesome. If something feels right, it's probably right. That may not go for love and relationships. When it comes to spraying a lawn, it's okay to trust your gut. Okay, so here we go. All right, let's see where we are. Where is the 1 gallon mark? Somebody mentioned I need to mark this, and I do. Yeah, see? Let's see. Right there. So slightly slow, but that's okay. That's one of the things you get. So I walked a little bit too slow, but one of the nice things you get when you do the double pass like this is you get to readjust when you go the other way. So now we're gonna go east and west, and I'm gonna increase my gait and my speed a little bit to compensate for the fact that I went a little over 1 gallon on my first pass. Here we go. You may notice that on those passes back there, I'm stepping out in the street. Well, that's because I don't care if I get anything on the street, but I'm trying not to step on my pavers, again, because I don't want to stain them. It's one of the reasons I don't like going this way. It's one of the reasons I like to just get everything done in one single pass. Then I can take the route that forces me to walk around my pavers the least. All right, I feel it's starting to get light. It's gonna be close. Oh, it's gonna be real close. Gotta keep that pace the same though. Gotta keep that pace the same. Uh-oh. How are we doing? How are we doing? Ooh, it's gonna be close. Gonna be close. Keep that pace the same, Hainsky. Oh, I can hear it starting to juice itself. Hear it? Oh boy. Oh, final pass. Oh, come on, baby. Oh. So I came up 10 feet too short. Nobody's perfect, but there you go. That's how you do the double pass. Okay, so I ended up about 10 feet short over there, but you can see this white tip gave me that much extra time. How you doing? So that's one way that you can use different tips depending on your preference and how you want to spray and how long you want to have to let that 2 gallons out. Now, in the next installment, I'm going to show you something even more advanced. I'm actually going to show you how to get 4,000 square feet of spray out of only 2 gallons, but that's super advanced. That's where we're going to start getting into dilution rates. So for now, just understand what we just did. All I did was offer you 2 different tips. You follow how many gallons per minute they put out, what your PSI is, and you do the math, and then you figure out that walk pace. Now, you're not going to get it perfect on the first try. That's why you should use something like Air 8 or RGS, something that doesn't matter, that's inconsequential. Once you do get the pace down, then you'll just know. You'll have muscle memory, like riding a bike or like a golf swing. Easier than a golf swing though. And then you won't have to really do all this testing all the time. You'll just be able to get out, spray and pray, and feel good about what you did. So hope this has been helpful to you. I'm Alan Hain, the Lawn Care Nut. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the lawn.